Yeah, no worries.
All
You're
right.
fine.
Welcome to WaterDeep. Summers in WaterDeep are quite
Thank you.
comfortable, and it's a great time for citizens and visitors to congregate outside. The markets are busier than any other time of the year. Sometimes, though, warm air pushes up from the south and settles into the valleys of the north and east of the city. This air gets trapped, creating a hot spell that might last for days or weeks. Activity in the city slows to a crawl since Waterdavians are unaccustomed to such heat. All of you, for various reasons, have made your way to the Yawning Portal, the most famous tavern in Waterdeep. We get the map going for you guys. Trying to remember who I had you meeting with, Keleth. Oh, your contact has not arrived yet. Ballister, you are speaking with Jalister Silvermane. Okay. It's a fairly decent night at the Yawning Portal. Does anybody wish to do anything? You're all at your various tables, waiting for contacts or just having a drink.
I suppose I can start. Something that I would like to do is I would just like to take out some of the sketches that I've drawn from my sketchbook and take the pages out and then hand them over to the person sitting with me. And the pink tiefling will say to her, "Here you go. I just hope that you'll be able to send these over when they need to be sent."
We'll take care of that right away. Thank you for your contribution.
Well, if that's all that we really need to do, I can't get started on the next lot.
She will nod at you and then take her leave. Anyone else wish to do anything prior to getting the ball really rolling?
Nope.
Mm,
Not me.
I don't think so.
Okay. So you guys are enjoying your drinks, having a good time. Balthazar, you are in a conversation with Jalister, talking about the Knights of the Order, right? I believe.
The Order of the Gauntlet.
Yes, the Order of the Gauntlet. Thank you. He just basically give you introductory information, seeing if it's something that you're interested in. When the rope from the portal to go down into the Undercroft starts getting yanked, Durham rushes over and starts cranking up the rope. As he does, a bloodied adventurer comes out and says, "It's following me! Quick, we gotta leave." Let me get the phone.
Sorry, what did he say?
Yeah, it seems to cut off a bit there.
Sorry. He begins cranking it up, and when a bloodied adventurer comes out of the bucket that he brings to the top, and it says, "It's following me. Please, we need to leave."
Right. I guess we should leave.
What's everybody's passive perception?
14 for Killer.
Nine,
Let me see here.
9 for Sheev.
14 for sketch.
Okay, 14 or higher. You hear this, almost like claws getting dug into stone. Durham looks down and says, "Oh shit!" And he's gonna run back to the bar and reach for something. And as he does, out from the middle comes a large troll. as he pulls this sword from behind the bar. Says, "Troll, get it!" And I would like everyone who wants to be involved to roll initiative, please, as soon as I get the initiative tracker up.
Okay, then.
All right.
Okay, let's check here. How do you do that?
You click your token, and then on your character
Okay.
sheet, you click the initiative button.
Probably should have done that. Anyway, I'll just do this.
Yep,
And-
forgot to click my token.
The first roll that I have 6, so
Okay,
6.18.
I clicked the token, but I don't see.
On your character sheet.
Oh, you have to open up.
Yeah. Oh, yes. You need to open up your character sheet first. Making sure none of this
Okay.
rolls whispers. Never whisper rolls. There we go.
Okay, just okay, got up. And
That's okay. I can edge in. Four, five. Got everybody. Cool. Alrighty. So first up is Raven. You see this large troll coming out of the undercroft. What would you like to do?
Sorry, just let you know that my token is still.
Oh, I didn't put your token on?
Yeah, I'd like to cast Mage Armor, so I'll move to be out of the undercroft.
Hold on, I gotta turn you up real quick. Alright, so Mage Armor and that's it?
Yep, that'll be it for me.
Alright, cool beans. Next up is Keleth.
I will try and come around the side of the portal here, sort of skirting past next to this table here. I'm assuming these are 5-foot squares.
Yes.
And I'll summon a mote of flame into my hand.
Okay. Unfortunately, the one is going to miss.
I don't think I can throw it from here. I'll just hold on to it for now.
Okay.
It has to be within 30 feet, so I'll have to wait until next
okay.
turn until I can.
Yes. I forgot to roll initiative for Jalister. Okay. Alright, next up is the troll. The troll's going to see this nice, juicy person right in front of him. He's going to swing at Jalister a couple times. The bite will hit for 9 damage. And the claw will miss him. Alrighty, so that's going to be it for the troll. Jallister's gonna take and do a couple swings at him. Oh, it's on Whisper. The first one misses. The second one is a crit. For 12 points of damage. Okay. Oh, why did not? All right. Vicky, you're up next. Or Sketch, you're up next. I forgot you changed your name.
What about Christian's character?
Yeah, that skipped me.
Oh, okay. Why did it do that? Go ahead, Chief.
Because you didn't put Jallister in the correct turn order.
Oh, that's right. I done goofed.
Yeah, okay, so good.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast a Firebolt from here.
Okay.
I hope that hits.
Yes, a 21 definitely hits.
5 damage. Cool.
You see it kind of reel back from the fire damage that it took.
Cool. That's all I want to do.
All right, now it's Sketch's turn.
I will. Okay, given that it's a troll, I feel like I should not get too close. So I'm going to. The range for a short bow is 80 to 320. So as long as I'm within 80 feet, I don't have disadvantage. So I'm. Yeah, I'm probably gonna. So I'm going to see that the troll is coming up. I'm going to quickly get out from my seat and just leap over behind this table and behind the table, jump behind the table that's behind me and get a little bit of additional cover. And I'm going to shoot an arrow at it. Would Jallister be considered an ally?
I will say for the purpose of this, yes, he will.
Okay, so
As
I
he
will
is
get
engaged with the troll is
attack.
focused on him.
Yeah, I will get sneak attack. Not advantage though, so just regular short bow. A natural 20.
There you go. That is some damage.
Nice.
I don't think I have sneak. Oh yeah, there's sneak attack. So
Yeah, your sneak attack dice get doubled as well.
yeah. So I'm just wondering, since I have never used sneak attack with Roll20 before, so do that. Yep, there's the sneak attack. So that's a 10 plus. So that is like, yeah, that's 26 points of damage.
Very nice. That troll's looking a little hurt now.
I
So
think you heard it a little bit.
I see that. Sorry if I may.
Yeah.
I just shoot the arrow at it. See that like it gets hurt, like significantly more than I was expecting to, and I just go, shoot, because now I'm probably a prime target.
As you hit it with your arrow, and you're getting ready to duck back down, it looks at you and snarls.
I don't have cunning action yet, so I can't hide. So I'm just going to. Sorry, let me just see how much. So I was there. So that's 15 feet. I'm going to use my additional 15 feet of movement to just back the hell away and get behind this table. So I'm just going from cover to cover.
All right. Balthasar, you're up.
Okay, then I'll try to go ahead and get on the other side of the troll. See here.
Mm-hmm. Flanking bonuses will be a +2 to your attack roll.
All right. Should be here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll go ahead and use my. I guess I'll use my mace.
7 will miss, unfortunately.
I believe that's all I can do right
Even
now.
with the +2. Oh, do you already have the 2 added on there? Right? No. So it would have been a
Um,
9, but that still would have missed, unfortunately.
Still a miss.
All right.
It's more of a distraction, I guess.
Yeah. Next up, Durham will rush forward because I forgot to, of course, put him in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he's going to make 3 attacks on him. Just making sure it doesn't whisper roll real quick. Never whisper roll. Alrighty. So yeah, that's definitely going to hit. The second one is also a hit. And the third one is a miss. So this troll is looking pretty beat up after this round of attacks. And Raven, you're up next.
Your microphone's muted, by the way.
Yeah, I see that.
That sucks. Yeah, having seen someone else in the bar kind of throw a firebolt, I'm gonna do the same from where I'm at.
Okay. That definitely hits. Once again, the fire just hits his body, and it's almost like his body is adverse to the fire. Anything else?
That is all she can do.
All right. Keleth?
All right, I will step forward and throw that mote of flame that I held from last.
The
And
8
it's
will
completely
miss,
apparently.
unfortunately. So as you throw it, it hits him, but it just doesn't seem to affect him where it hit him. It was an area that's already been charred by one of the fire bolts.
For a bonus action on my turn, can I peer over the edge of this portal here and see if I can hear anything else?
Yeah,
down
make a perception check. Listening down, you don't hear anything else coming from below.
there? Okay, that's it.
All right. Next up is the troll. He is less pleased with Durham than he is with anybody else right now. And so he's going to make both of his attacks on Durham. So he's going to bite and claw. And I believe those both hit Mr. Durham. Yes, they do. Durham seems to take it like a champ. Alrighty. Nothing else for the troll. Jellister's up. He will continue laying siege to this poor troll. And he misses with both attacks. And I need to change this so it doesn't whisper anymore. So next up will be Sheev.
How much would you say that the chairs weigh, or the things on the table?
I'd say the chairs weigh maybe roughly 5 pounds. The things on the table up to a pound, maybe 2 pounds at most.
All right, then I'm going to use catapult
Oh,
on
God.
a chair and shoot it at the troll.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
For some reason, it's not letting me click on here, so
Oh, it has to make a dex saving throw.
Oh, so
You're
that would
incredibly
be-
correct.
You are
Yeah,
correct.
it's a save spell, not a yeah.
14. What's your spell DC?
I think my DC's 13.
All right, so we'll take half damage.
Yep.
Okay. Still standing, but he's looking really bad. He's looking around almost like he's trying to think about maybe going back down into the portal. Sketch, you're up.
Okay. I am probably fine in terms of distance right now, especially with so many amazing warriors that are surrounding it, blocking its path to me. I'm just going to, I guess, move to another table, and just say to the patrons that I'm just gonna offhandedly just say to the patrons that are right next to me, like, I've never seen this one happen. Never really seen this one happen before. And then I shoot another arrow.
Okay, roll attack.
Ooh, a 9.
That's going to miss, unfortunately. It just goes wide. Almost hitting Joster in the head. He ducks out of the way.
I duck back under the table again. Just hopefully before Jallister can see.
Okay.
And I guess that'll end my turn because I don't have any bonus action.
All right, Balthasar, you're up.
Okay. How is Jallister doing? Like health?
He looks
Do I
pretty good.
see? He looks okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and.
The way the way that Jallister is dressed, he does not look like he is a chump. He looks like he can take a hit.
All right, then I'll go ahead and mace once more. See here. I guess that's a miss again, right?
That'll be a 12. That is a miss, fortunately.
Okay. Else. Can I go ahead and move just a bit down to kind of block the troll from getting into the
Yeah, I'll allow
like
that.
without here, kind of in the edge.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
All right. Raven, it is your turn.
Yeah, having seen that the firebolt didn't do anything, I'm gonna try shocking grass.
All right. How are you casting it at a range?
Ah, it's true, it's a touch spell. I don't want to get that close. So instead, I will draw my crossbow. I'm almost certain that's an action, isn't it?
Yeah, the crossbow would be an action.
Yeah, so I'll just draw my crossbow for now.
Oh no, I do a free action to get your weapon out that you wanted to use. So you can still make your attack action with your crossbow.
Oh, sweet. In that case, I will fire the crossbow.
All right, that definitely hits. How would you like to do this?
I will kind of like look around, and then I'll just kind of fumble around behind my waist as I pull this crossbow and just kind of blindly fire it because it's not something she's super great at. So she just kind of takes the shot. She doesn't really know if it'll make it or not, but she'll take the shot anyway.
Okay. So you think about casting another firebolt, and you're like, no. So you quick fumble around, grabbing your crossbow, and as you're quick trying to load it, it sets off on you on accident, and it goes flying across the portal, and you're like, oh crap. And it gets the troll right in the back of the skull, and he drops down to the ground, almost falling on Jallister.
I like that little
down at the
Matt Mercer
crossbow
thing
shocked.
there.
Yeah, I'm a huge Critical Role fan, and I totally stole how do you want to do this.
I'm pretty sure most people who watch Critical Role stole how do you want to do this.
No shame at all.
Hey, I get to shame you for it. The man is a great DM.
He is.
Sketch is going to see that the troll has been vanquished, and Sketch will stand up and just start applauding. Just start applauding the lucky person who got the final hit in.
Okay. You see Jellister and Durnham kind of roll the troll over to the edge of the portal, and Durnham grabs one of the candles off the table, lights the troll's body on fire, and pushes him down the portal.
Sheev looks down into the portal to check that there's nothing else coming.
Roll a perception check for me. $15. You listen carefully, and all you hear is the thump as the troll's body hits the bottom of the chasm, which you are not able to see completely down.
Can I cast a firebolt straight down to see if it illuminates anything down there?
You cast a firebolt down, and it illuminates the cylindrical column down, but you don't see anything coming up.
Cool.
As you guys are finishing this up, there is a short human sitting over one of the tables, and he motions for the five of you to come over to his table.
I suppose Sketch will make her way over.
I'll go ahead and say a small prayer for the troll, and then move over.
Sheev
Yeah,
just walks on over,
over.
sits next to Sketch, I guess.
Okay.
Sketch will pull out what looks to be a pretty large, heavy, average-sized book, and just opens it up and then just starts drawing. I believe it's Raven.
Yes.
Yeah, so she starts drawing Raven. Picture of her vanquishing the troll with a righteous crossbow bolt to the back of the head, while other warriors are fending the troll off from the front.
How large is Sketch exactly?
Oh, Sketch is medium creature, but is tiny. She's only like 4'8".
Sheev says to her, "My dear, that book looks larger than you are. How do you wield it?"
Well, I will carry this thing with great difficulty, but art is pain, as some people say, and even though it doesn't necessarily cause me pain, it's worth it.
If you say so. I've never been.
The sketch,
Hey.
the book is absolutely massive. It's more just kind of like it's like the average size of a usual sketchbook, just a lot thicker. Like it has more pages in it.
If you say so, my dear. I've never been much into drawing myself. I prefer more physical art forms.
Well, if you want, I could actually get a good picture of you. You look like you have some pretty good features that would make for a good profile shot.
Oh, have at it, my dear. I'd love it. Thank you.
Do you mind if I make a insight check? I would like to make an insight check just to see if I can distinguish feature traits of your personality by the short interaction that we have. Just wondering DM permission for something like that.
Go ahead.
Okay. Insight. 21.
Anything
You want me to
Yep, go ahead.
All right. Sheev, he's a you could tell that he's careful with his words. He always thinks before he says something. He's the type of person who will tell you one thing, but it'll have 5 different meanings so that he can go any way with it. You can tell
said
he's
Sheev?
Sheev.
How do you spell that?
Sheev.
Sheev. So careful with words. Yep. Continue.
You can tell that he's always got something up his sleeve. He strives to be always in a position of power for himself and around him, have control of the scenario. That enough?
That's good.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
So, I temporarily pause the drawing that I have of Sketch of Raven, and I just start drawing a standard portrait of Sheev.
Okay. As the rest of you all approach the table, the figure who summoned you over strokes his mustache and adjusts his floppy hat and says, "My name's Volothamp Gadarm, chronicler, wizard, and celebrity at your service. I trust that you've noticed the violence in our fair city these past 10 days. I haven't seen so much blood since my last visit to Baldur's Gate, but now I fear I've misplaced a friend amid this odious malevolence. My friend's name is Floon Blagmar. He's got more beauty than brains, honestly, and I worry he took a bad way home a few nights ago and was kidnapped, or worse. If you agree to track him down with all due haste, I can offer you 10 dragons apiece now, which is the equivalent of gold, and I'll give you each 10 times as much when you find Floon. May I prevail upon you in my hour of need?"
Could you spell the wizard's name for me real quick?
Yep, I will type it out for you, actually, so it's easier.
Thank you.
And I will make it so you guys have access to his handout.
Would I know about Volo?
You would, being frequently here.
Sketch will kind of say to Volo, so you're here to advertise your new book, are you? Or are you trying to actually get us to do this task?
Well, I'm actually trying to get you to do this task, please. The book is already out. It is in the process of being sold, and I'm currently working on another one, actually.
Yeah, what kind of book are you working on?
That's a mystery. I'll tell you guys about it later. Floon is my main concern right now.
Well, I suppose that's fair. He's your friend and all. But it would bring him back to you. I would like to maybe have a little bit of a discussion about your new book.
Of course.
I don't know about you. I'm certainly interested. Do you have any idea where he might be?
The last I saw him, we were drinking at the Skewered Dragon, a tavern in the dock ward. I would recommend starting there.
Does your friend have any enemies or people of interest in we should contact?
None that I can think of. Usually everyone loves him.
Now, forgive me for asking, but what was this friend's name again?
Floon.
And how would we recognize this gentleman?
He's a handsome human male in his early 30s with wavy red blonde hair. He was dressed in princely garb when I last saw him.
So you said the skewered dragon. Huh?
Yes.
What would I know? Would I know much about the skewered dragon?
You would know of it. It's a dive bar in the dock ward.
Okay. And the dock ward, is that more slummy, more high-endy, more like...
A little bit more slummy.
He took home somebody last time you saw him?
No. When I left, he was still at the Skewered Dragon. So I don't know what happened after that.
My apologies. My apologies.
Well, I can gladly say that I accept. You said 10 dragons right now?
Per person, yes.
Per person. Well, I'm glad to accept. How about y'all?
All right, he hands each of you a small pouch containing 10 gold coins. Yep, go ahead.
I don't know. I was just gonna say Raven would look up from where she's like scribbling notes, and she would agree.
Okay. Yeah, he hands each of you a pouch, and opening the pouch, there are 10 dragons in each pouch.
That's an additional 10 gold.
All right.
Well, Mr. Volo, I'm glad we'll be doing business with you. I suppose that we'll return here if we get a chance, if we get our hands on Floon, or would you prefer us to come to your abode to assure you that he has returned safely?
Meeting here is fine.
Are there any notable things about Voller that I would know? Like, does he mention things like anything like I suppose, does he stick to his word? Is he a little bit like on the shady side? Is he more focused on wanting his own fame over things like deals that he makes?
Volo is very well known, and he does not have a reputation that is that of somebody who does not live up to his word, be it one way or another. Some way he will live up to his word. It might be a little bit longer than you expect. It might be a little bit different than you expect, but he does follow through with what he says he's going to do in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Can I make an insight check to see if Volo's hiding anything he might know?
Sure, go ahead and make an insight check. He doesn't seem like he's hiding anything as far as what he knows about Floon from you.
All right, sounds good.
With that roll, you would know that he's honest with you about everything that he said, and he's going to pay you, but he might be stretching truth a little bit about how much he can pay or how he's going to pay.
How much did he say that he was going to pay us upon Floon's safe return?
An extra 10 times the amount he gave you, so he would be giving you guys an extra
like 100 gold per person.
Yeah.
Sheev wants to say to Volo, now, sir, you said once we deliver your friend Floon safely, you'll be giving us each 100 dragons?
Per person, yes, that is true.
And is that upon delivery? Is that a week later? How does that all work out?
Just trust me, you will have your reward, and it will not be it will be worth your time. I do not have any reason to sully my name.
I see. It is a well-known name as well.
Yes.
Sheev accepts, and yeah, he's ready to go. Is it safe to assume that Sketch would know the way to the skewered dragon?
Yeah. Sketch
Alright,
and Raven. Raven, you're from the city, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So both of you would know your way to the dock ward. You might not know exactly where this skewered dragon is, but you have a good idea of where it would be.
Well,
Well,
let
Mr.
us make haste to find Floon.
Before we leave, I would like to speak to Jalister, was it?
Mm-hmm.
To see how he's going and if he knows anything about the attack.
About what, the attack of the troll attack?
Yeah.
Says no. From what Durham was telling me, once in a while, creatures will just try and come up from there, and Durham protects this place. And if there's a couple of adventurers that happen to help out, they happen to help out.
So this is a normal occurrence?
Not as often as you would think, but it does happen from time to time.
All right. I thought it was something unusual.
I mean, a troll is unusual, but usually once in a while it's just Sturges. But he must have been following that adventurer that was taken to the temple to heal.
Okay. I guess that's all I want to ask.
Okay.
So I suppose if we want to get going, we should probably get going now before it gets too dark or before we drink the night away.
Yes, that's a good idea. You lead, please. I'm but a stranger to the city.
Before I do, I just take out the page that I took that I was drawing of Sheev, and I would like to just hand it to him. Would you allow me to make a painter's tool check?
Yep,
to
I
see
was
how
just about
good
to
it is?
say, go ahead and make a painter's tools check for me.
So is this with dexterity?
Yes.
Okay, so painter supplies with dexterity.
Oh,
Ooh,
you've
hang
definitely
on.
done
Let me
better.
just make sure that. Yeah.
So
Okay. That's
abstract
yeah. Just
art.
wanted to make sure that it was adding in the expertise bonus.
Yeah, you've definitely done better. And Sheev, it's a little off-putting, but he did just meet you.
I appreciate this mightily.
Yeah.
I will.
I apologize if it's not some of my best work. Sometimes Volo's voice can get on your nerves when you're in here for long enough.
Oh, do not worry about it. No harm, no foul.
I'll be happy to do another one for you at a later point.
I would love it. I put it in my pack.
Okay, you now have one crit one painting of you from Sketch.
one natural one sketch.
I'm putting it under crappy portrait.
There you
Sketch
And-
X2.
Yeah. Portrait
sketch
is in
sketch.
quotation marks.
It's like one of those mad drawings, like overly excessive features and. Anyway, well, I suppose we should get going now. I'll be happy to lead you all the way.
All right, so you guys
I
leave
suppose
the
sketch will
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I suppose the sketch will get up and lead the way with anyone who is coming with.
All right.
And also, while on the way to the skewered dragon, I suppose that she would make some active conversation, just getting to know her new adventuring party. And it's summer, correct?
Yes, it is summertime. It is nighttime out, so it's dark out. You guys are currently. Let me get this on the right level here.
We're in the trades ward now, right? No, we're still in.
You are currently.
It's technically the castle ward.
Yeah, you're technically in the castle ward, close to the trades ward, and close to the dock
Yep.
ward.
Got it.
So you guys are all right here. I don't know if you guys saw that. Am I in the right? No, I'm not. You guys are all right here at the Yawning Portal.
Yep, I
Do
see.
we have a party positioning token, or do we have? No. Oh well. I suppose while on the way over, Sketch will make herself known to the rest of the group as the party introductory phase starts. I'm assuming.
Yep.
So Sketch is a very short, hot pink tiefling with horns that go that exit out from the temples and more go above her head and kind of wrap slightly behind. If you were to get a top-down perspective, which is rather easy considering how short it is, you can see that the horns do sort of form the shape of a heart. And she wears kind of more slightly flashy, showy attire. Still not necessarily like anything that you would see on someone like a dancer or a bard specifically, but definitely intended to get people's attention. And if people have been around WaterDeep enough, they probably would have seen her in the streets as a little bit of a street side artist, trying to, offer people some quick paintings and drawings and stuff for a small fee, assuming that sort of thing is permitted in WaterDeep.
Yeah.
And she has a little bit of a cheerier personality. If I can, I suppose that I'll send in the Discord chat the picture that I have of her, in case you can't really get that good of a view. Once I find it. And then also here is like the inspiration for the clothes that I got of her.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
Sheev is going to go ahead and introduce himself. He's about 6 foot or so. He's a very gaunt man with pretty sunk in facial features. He's got slicked back red hair, and he's wearing very noble robes, implying that he is of noble birth and carries himself as a person who has always had power. Walks straight, looks forward, confidence oozing.
Any pointed ears that show elven heritage or human?
He's a human. He says that he is from the nearish by city of Neverwinter, and he is here to visit some friends.
All right, Raven, if you want to do your introduction.
Yeah. Raven is like she's very nicely dressed. She has. I don't know if anyone's ever seen Firefly. But she's got this
Unfortunately
very
not.
River Tam type feel. She's definitely incredibly intelligent, but she has kind of a difficulty conveying that socially. So she's almost always kind of unnervingly silent until something catches her attention or interest. And honestly, if it wasn't for the constant sound of pages flipping, you'd almost forget she was there sometimes. But physically, she's kind of slender. She's about 5'6", tawny skinned, long brown hair, and she's definitely human. She would tell you guys that she's grown up in the city of Waterdeep, but that she hasn't explored very much of it.
All right. Balthasar?
All right. Balthasar, it is about 5'5", jet black hair. Definitely, you can see his elven features. He is a man that is really humble, doesn't really speak too much, very devout to his faith. You can see it by the clothes he is wearing. There are simple clothes, but you can see that he has um, the the outfit of an actual priest over the clothes. So you can see that he's always wearing his priestly clothes above them. He's relatively slender. Um, he says that he has come to the city to try to start the construction of a new church to his god, which will be Coleron. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I'm not certain.
Yeah.
Just who? Sorry.
What was that?
Who's the church for? Who's the god?
The god will be Coleron, Collleron.
Thank you.
And then you have bringing up the rear, sort of looming over everybody in the back. Relatively large man, about 7'4", much bigger than most other people in the city. Got grayish blue tinted skin with bright amber colored hair, sort of messy and unkempt, and just sort of almost taking over his whole head and face as it blends into his beard. Seems to be a little bit distracted as we're wandering through Neverwinter, obviously not from the town. First time being in such a big place.
Waterdeep, not Neverwinter.
Sorry, yes, Waterdeep.
No worries.
He also wears dark leather armor with various trinkets and stuff tied to it. You know, if you were to look closely, there seem to be like twigs, branches, leaves, small animal skulls, things like that.
You said that he has blue skin.
Sort of a light gray with like a bluish tint to it.
Okay. Right, Theobald.
Correct.
Sorry, I was just constantly trying to go through. Wait, what did you say your race was again? What did you say it was?
All right. Raven and Sketch, just give me real quick history checks for me.
History check. Critical order.
Okay. Yeah, it's easy enough to remember roughly where this this bar is going to be. So you guys make your way there. No issues.
If I can, while we're kind of getting closer to where we think it might be, and if I see that the area is getting a little bit bit more rundown, a bit more shady, I would just like to keep an ear out for any just keep an ear out for any possible deals that might be going on. Just keep an ear out for thieves' camp, really.
Okay. Just make a perception check for me.
Yep. Just in the background. It's
Yep.
Perception. There we are.
Okay.
14.
Sounds good. As you guys are making your way there, and you turn the corner here, as you turn the corner, you find yourselves on a street that has been cordoned off by the city watch. Lying in the cobblestones are a half-dozen corpses, seemingly the victims of some terrible skirmish. Watch officers have disarmed and arrested 3 blood-drenched humans and are in the midst of questioning witnesses. One of the officers sees you. Get on, she says. Nothing to see here.
I'll just lighten on and say, we apologize for coming this way. Would you happen to know the direction to the skewered dragon that we can get to that won't interfere with your investigation here?
Yes, just turn around and go down Ship Street and then cross over on Shrimp Alley. And that'll get you there safe enough.
Thank you very kindly. We appreciate it. Sketch will follow her instructions, and when they're out of earshot, I suppose if everyone just follows, she'll just turn around and while walking backwards, just casually, just in the direction, just go. It's generally best to avoid the city watch. They tend to be very uppity on people who don't follow the rules.
Seems like city watch is the same everywhere then. Never had a truly good run-in with them.
I suppose that y'all would have gotten a copy of the Code Legal when you were brought in. Because that thing has some pretty darn strict rules. Although, I suppose if you're the adventuring type, you're bound to cross some of them if you're on the wrong side of things, but I don't know how exactly these rules tend to obey to adventurers who are doing a public service. Anyway, we should probably get going. We don't want Mr. Fluten to get roughed up too much.
Okay. As you continue on, the tall, densely packed tenements leave most of the neighborhood in shadow at ground level. Most of the street lamps have had their glass smashed and their candles stolen. The smell of salt air and excrement lingers as you pass by rows and rows of rundown buildings. On the corner of Zastro Street and Fillet Lane, there's a shop with a peculiar window display. It has a deep purple facade, and in its windows hangs a stuffed beholder. Above the store hangs a sign whose elaborate letters spell out Old Zoblob Shop.
Sheev points at it and asks Sketch, now, my dear, what do you know what that is?
I'm assuming you're pointing to the beholder or just the store in general?
The store in general.
The store in general. What would I know about this place?
Make a history check for me.
History check coming right up with an intelligence of 9. I'm lucky I got the 16. History. There we are.
You have
Excellent.
never seen this shop before in all your time in Waterdeep. It kind of caught you by surprise, this shop here.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't come by this place often. I know absolutely nothing about this place.
Oh, lovely. Should I make any kind of check to know what a beholder is, or is that like common knowledge?
Beholders are common knowledge, only because they're scary. People have
Alright.
heard tales of the huge blobs with one eye in the center and then 10 stalks that just are known to destroy people who try to interfere with them.
And that one
Excuse me.
bard who somehow seduced one.
I now have a new goal for this this campaign. Seduce a beholder.
Oh, dear Lord.
You're not a bard.
Hey, but I've got like really high charisma. I'm sure I can do it.
Also, some bard out there is beating you to it. I'm pretty sure that every single monster in the monster manual, one bard has managed to sleep with every one of them. Not as in like one bard has slept with everything. I mean, like
It's probably Scanlan, to be perfectly honest.
Probably. But I'm gonna take it up a notch. I'm gonna seduce the city. The entire city.
I got a little bit of echo with that, by the way. So I'm going to seduce the city.
Love it. Continuing past the shop, you make your way to the Skewer Dragon. It looks like a ruin. Both of its front-facing windows are smashed, and there's a ship's anchor lodged in the roof. Through the windows, you can see a group of haggard patrons drinking from huge tankards. You guys are
Is this
outside
the place,
building.
my dear?
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, it is. I'll just avoid trying to while looking to Sheev and his noble attire. I would just say to him, I'll personally just try and avoid the uppity kind of personality that comes with your type of attire. It might get them a little bit, might get the people here a little bit mad.
Oh, I would never talk down to people. That is just rude. Beyond rude.
He says as he is looking downwards to the tiefling.
But even if they do get a bit uppity, he sparks a shocking grasp in his fingers. I can take care of myself plenty well.
Glad to see.
We're gonna make a lot of friends here.
Oh, of course.
You guys going in? You guys just standing out there looking at it? What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, Sketch will be the first that goes in. Not overly not really like drawing attention to herself, but given that she is hot pink and wears like that kind of outfit, she is aware that eyes will be drawn to her in a natural way and just kind of goes with it. Not really in the sense that she's trying to stay hidden, not that she's like trying to she's not really trying to like stay 100% hidden, not 100% drawing attention to herself, more just acting completely naturally. And just tries to blend in with that. Blend in plain sight.
Okay.
Roll to act naturally.
Yeah, pretty much. Just make me a straight charisma check.
Straight charisma check, got it. So who's that? Yep, 16.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Sounds good. So you make your way in, and there's people scattered about in here, drinking, kind of looking gruff. They don't make eye contact, but a couple of them kind of look over you, then look back at the drinks.
And I suppose that Sketch will do as Sketch does and just tries to passively pick up on info. Like, she sits down. She sits down like across from some people, not like at the same table as anyone, but and just listens for information.
Okay. Just make
Sketch is in info gathering mode.
Yeah, just make a straight perception check for me.
Perception. Again, 16.
Okay. So you don't hear anything out of the ordinary, just people talking about their workday, things like that. Nothing that really would make you think about somebody who might have had something to do with Floon's disappearance.
Yeah, and no no codes or anything that are being said. No, thieves' camps or anything, but
nothing that
not
you're
sure
picking
how
up
much
on now.
No worries. Just want to know because info gathering is what I do.
Sheev walks in, puts on. Are we doing turns for this?
Anybody can say what they want to do.
All right, cool. He walks in, puts on the airs of he knows what he's doing. He's been coming to this place for years. Everybody knows him. He's not a tourist. That whole thing.
Okay.
And he walks up to the bar, and he's listening for to the crowd, listening for voices that aren't in common to see if he can pick up on anything.
Okay, make a perception check for me.
Alrighty.
No languages other than common that you could hear. And as you're kind of listening, the barkeep will walk up to you and go, "What can I get for you?"
Good sir. Do you have any wine?
Wine. You're in the wrong part of town for wine, sir.
Oh, I'm fully aware, sir. I merely jest. Give me some of your mid-grade ale.
Very
In
well.
fact, get one for yourself too.
No, I'm working. I can't drink. And he walks behind. He ducks under the counter, grabs a bottle, puts a glass on for you, and pours you a good cup. Says, 2 silver.
I hand over 2 silver.
If I may I like kind of just see how well he's blending in, how well he's like getting out of that like noble
Not
personality.
at all.
Understood. Don't even
Can I
need
make-
to check.
Can I make like a performance check for this?
I'll allow you to make a performance check for this. So yeah, go ahead. You know what? I take that back. Retcon.
Yeah, got it.
It's actually
Retcon.
working surprisingly well, and you're very shocked by this.
Like what I see, like it still has a little bit of work to do, but
A little bit of work, but for the people he's conversating with, it's working
I
very
believe
well.
it. Yeah, got it.
So, do you take a drink of the drink?
Yes.
It is terrible. It's a dive bar, and you understand why it's a dive bar, especially if this is considered mid-grade.
She downs it.
Make a Constitution saving throw for me.
As someone who does not really go out or party or anything like that, what is a dive bar?
A dive bar is like where the roughest of the roughest go to. It's in terrible condition. The alcohol is not the great, but people go for the atmosphere.
So it's the salty spittoon.
Pretty much. You down it and you feel it start to come back up, and you burp.
Can I use prestidigitation on my throat to keep it pushed down?
I'll say yeah. You cause your throat muscles to tighten up at the point where you can almost not breathe for a split second before it pushes it back down to your stomach, and you are able to hold it off for now.
Cool. I asked the barkeeper. I asked him. So, forgive me for asking, but I was sent by a man, a great man named Volo. Have you heard of him?
Yeah, I know who Volo is.
Yes, I'd hope so. He sent us to retrieve a man named Floon, a friend of his apparently. He hasn't seen him, and we want to find out if you had recently.
Make a persuasion check. Says, yeah, Volo was in here with that Floon guy the other day. After Volo left, there was another guy who came in. It was Raynar Neverember, son of the previous Open Lord. And one of the patrons overhears this and says, "Yeah, chip off the old block, that one. Just as another spoiled rich noble likes to rub our noses in it when he comes in here."
I cannot stand people like that. None of us are any different. We're all the same.
That's what I'm saying. The bartender kind of shushes him and says, "The two drank for a little bit, played some Three Dragon Ante, and left about midnight. A few men followed him out and haven't seen him since then."
I see. Thank you very much for the information. And I give him another silver for a tip.
He pockets says the men who followed them have been back.
Have they?
Yes, they're known to frequent a warehouse on Canna Lane. You might want to go check it out. Look for a snake symbol on the door.
Will do. Thank you very much.
I suppose, were there any twitches in the crowd or anything from from when the barkeep mentioned those particular people?
Make an insight check for me.
This is what I am great at. As soon as I can find out where the hell the eye is, there it is. Damn it!
Excellent.
Everyone seems to,
that's
be
3
stone
natural
cold.
ones.
I know, I love it.
That's what I get for my first roll being a natural 20.
Yeah.
What did you say that road that the warehouses was on?
Canna Lane.
Canna Lane. Cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
They all look as though they are. None of them are affected by this conversation that was going on, except for the one who was shouting out about Raynar.
Can I look to see if anybody made any kind of reaction while he was shouting about that?
Sure, go ahead and roll an insight check. Doesn't seem like anyone was too affected by it.
All right. Well, I get up from the bar and I go hide in the corner so I don't throw up that horrible horrible ale.
Okay.
After everybody sort of filed in, Kelleth would just sort of hang back and walk up and down the street a couple times, see if he sees anybody looking suspicious or anything.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
I suppose that until we all get together again, Sketch will also continue working on that picture of Raven vanquishing the troll, because she got distracted by the picture with Sheev. So I'll just continue working on that. I want this one to be a good one. I want this one to be like a proper, like, it's not like a mural. A one-page mural.
Okay. Looking outside, Kelith, you don't see anything that strikes your curiosity as far as something that somebody might be watching you or following you or anything like that. Anyone else want to do anything?
Sketch is doing is what she wants to do, and still keeping an ear out for any like shady goings on. But given the first when she arrived, there wasn't really much. She's trying to drown out any conversations from people that she has like basically confirmed as being just regular patrons.
Okay. Yeah. Nothing that piques your interest.
Yep. Still just working on the picture though.
Okay. So are you guys staying there? Are you guys heading to Candle Lane?
I guess we should get together and talk about Candle Lane. Yeah, I'd be down to head down there, but something is. Sheev's interest was piqued by that old Zoblob shop, and he wants to find out a bit more about it.
Because the DM mentioned it specifically.
Correct. I'd ask.
We know
Raven,
how this stuff works.
I'd ask Raven. Can I ask Raven? Would you?
I could fill in for
Talk
Raven
about
while she's trying to get her internet back.
I ask Raven if she knows anything about that shop, because being a native of Waterdeep.
Let me bring up her character sheet real quick. Oh, she's got good history. So she would tell you. Trying to find it. That the old Zoblob shop is a shop that was in Waterdeep for quite some time. And it was named after its previous owner. The new proprietor tried to change the name and was very unsuccessful with the new name because everyone kept referring it to as the old Zoblob shop. So the new proprietor just kept the name the same. It's like a trinket and curios store though.
Well, then I appreciate that, dear. I think we should head to Candle Lane then. Look for this this snake symbol.
Yeah, it seems like that's our next.
Yeah, the sketch will see that everyone's like ready to go, and we'll head up and close the book.
All right. So you guys make your way up the street to where Candle Lane is. The buildings on either side of Candle Lane are so tall and tightly packed that the light touches the street only at high sun, so you can't even. It's dark out now, but during the day, Sketch and Raven would know this and would relay this information to you. But as you approach Candle Lane, gloom envelops a narrow alley as dark as a dungeon, and as odorous as one too. Nearly all the street lamps have been smashed. The only light that pierces the darkness is a faint flickering from down the lane, like a distant candle. And that's how it got its name. Make a perception check. Everybody, please. Everyone.
I saw the green and I thought that was me for a second.
Nope, it was me.
It doesn't take very long before. I got it. I can't wait till I remember everybody's names here. Before Sheev and Balthasar notice the warehouse with the symbols. Give me 1 second. I'll put you guys on the map.
It's either 20 or 1 with me. There's no.
No, I gotta change your vision real quick, Kelly.
I can't see anything.
You're not
There
on
I
the map
am.
yet. There you are. Oh, it looks like I gotta fix your vision too. I thought we had your vision set the other day. Oh, it didn't change the 360. Let's fix this real quick.
Okay.
I gotta update your token real quick so I don't forget to do it. Use select token. Save. I'm curious why these did not save.
I think because they might not possibly just altered it for that one token, that token as the default.
Well, yeah, but I resaved it as a default, so it should have been fixed. But
Okay.
I don't know. Not a big deal. All right. Everyone has vision, correct?
Yep.
All right. You guys are coming up
Yes.
on the door here. So I'll move you all a little bit closer so you can see. So you do see the door on the opposite side of the yard with the Zentarum symbol.
I just see that little circle around me because
just-
I'm human.
Yes, because nobody has dark vision. Oh wait.
I have dark vision.
Are you able to see this everything?
I only see like the squares around me.
Ah, come on! I thought I fixed all this.
As in the squares that are immediately around you, or as do you see like?
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
this is
the-
wrong too.
only
Why
the
do you
ones
do
around me.
that?
So I guess it'd be wrong of me to say, Balthazar,
I'm not a fan.
I'm blind.
Yeah,
me too.
Balthasar is the only one with dark vision, correct?
Yep.
Did tieflings not have dark vision?
I took care of his already. That's what I meant for everybody else. Sorry, I should have. Okay, the Tiefling and Balthazar are the only one with dark vision. I should rephrase that. All right, right radius 60.
I see it.
That better?
Yep.
All right. Now to save your token.
Well then, Sheev Balthazar if he sees a fireplace or candles of some sort that he like.
I don't see that much.
Killa will use his produce flame cantrip and just summon a small ball of fire and rest it on top of his staff.
That gives you the same amount as a torch, right?
I don't think it's quite that much. It is 10 feet bright light, 10 feet.
Well, I suppose if you don't want to keep that up, I could possibly bring up. I pull out the hooded lantern that I have and say I could alternatively like this. I only really use one hand for a weapon anyway. If you don't want to keep your hands free for spellcasting.
I can hold that, my dear. I don't need my hands free to cast.
Well, it's up to us if we want to keep the flame out, if we want to use the lantern. I'm fine with whatever choice we decide with.
I would prefer the hooded lantern. It can easily be snuffed out and hidden, just in case.
Okay, so if the produce flame out, the hooded lantern puts out bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for another 30 feet. Is on one
Yeah, I'll say you use a torch for right now. I'll put in a hood lantern
light.
later.
Pint of oil, so this can last for 6 hours. And also, you can reduce the light to just dim light. So basically, you can just cover it so that it only lights up the area immediately around you.
Right. Yeah, I'll say for right now, just go ahead and use the torch symbol, and I'll give you a proper hooded lantern token for next time.
No worries.
So are you holding?
I can hold it.
All right.
Yep, and there it is. I do not have control over it, though.
You should. Everybody should.
I think because I didn't say that I have any way of like making light or anything.
There you go.
There we go. Now I can.
That's pretty.
So I suppose so is a door that.
Yes, there is a
Okay.
door before you can get into the yard, and it is shut and locked.
Yeah, and that's okay. I suppose y'all aren't really opposed to us trying to get in.
Not at all.
Okay, then I'll just put the lantern down and I'll use these two. Well, first of all, I'll try the gate, see if it's unlocked.
Nope, it is locked.
Okay, then I will pull out the thieves' tools and try to unlock it.
Okay. Go ahead and make a
So
dexterity
is this
check.
a dex check?
Yep, dex check, add your proficiency, and add your dexterity bonus as well.
Got it.
25.
25.
Yeah, easy enough. You've done this before, not a problem.
I just unlock it and go, well, let's just, if any of y'all the question, it was not the pink tiefling that did it. And then go in.
The pink tiefling that did what? I guess I'll follow right behind you.
All right. There are two doors in front of you, a very large warehouse type door, and then a smaller door to the right there. There is also a window to your left in this yard.
She goes over here and sees anything through the doorway.
That's a window.
Yeah, that's,
Is that the window?
this is a window
That's
here,
the window. The ones that are right here
and then doors are here.
are the doors.
Well, then he sees if he can't look through this doorway then.
Okay. Make a perception check at disadvantage because it is dark in there. Trying to peek through
It's dark in there?
keyhole. Yes, it is dark in the building.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not opening the door.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just trying to peek through like the keyhole.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. I motion to the others and say that I think we should try this door first.
Yeah, if you think so, I won't be opposed to taking the subtler route.
I try the handle.
It is locked.
Miss Sketch, if you wouldn't mind.
Thank you kindly, and I suppose I'll try picking this
Okay.
again. Dexterity. Should I just mark my these tools as always dexterity?
Yes. You take your time to try and pick this lock. and you-
Prestidigitation and the lock to help her with the pens and whatnot.
I'll allow. Go ahead and roll with advantage. So roll again.
What should I roll for that?
She can just roll an advantage.
Okay, so I'll just roll again.
Yep.
Cool. Hey, that's a lot better.
It is. And with that, you're able to open up the. You're able to unlock the door.
After I unlock, I'll hood 5-foot radius, and I'll ask. I'll just ask. So, would you mind just having a look in there, see if there's anything you can see?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and try to take a look.
Just through the door, I'm assuming.
Right.
I did unlock it, so you can.
Are you opening
open
the
it.
door, or are you looking through like the keyhole?
I guess I'll try the keyhole first.
Okay, make a perception check.
All right. Um,
Looking through the keyhole, you do see this humanoid type creature in there, kind of rummaging through some boxes. You only see one.
all right, I'll relay the information to everyone.
I suppose what I'll do is, okay, so can I test the door to turn the handle and just give it a little bit of a push, see if there's any resistance that would result in like the sound of the door opening, or if it's just like a usual door.
Make a sleight of hand check for me.
I shall do so. 21.
21. Very carefully trying to see the resistance of the door. There's a little squeak to it, but not too loud.
So it's nothing that, like, for example, would alert the person that's there if it were to just slowly open enough that I could, like, take a shot at them.
Yeah, I'll allow a surprise round for you.
Okay. So I will, get by the door. Because I can't see in there, because I still have the lantern hooded, so I only see 5 feet around me and I can't see in there. I would have
disadvantage on the shot. But you have
surprise
advantage, so
round
it's
would...
straight roll.
Okay, and because so it's only if like I end with advantage that I would get sneak attack. It's not like if I have advantage in general.
Correct.
Got it.
But
so
this creature is technically surprised, so you would still have sneak attack.
Okay, so I'll just activate the sneak attack and fire a shot with a short bow. Regular flat roll. 18.
18 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Got it. As soon as the box goes away. Ooh, only 1 on the sneak attack damage. But 6 from the piercing.
Okay.
Oh, could you also possibly move the...
Yeah, I'm doing
Door.
all that right now.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
So you open the door. I always forget just how many layers there are for this.
Yeah,
You open
let me
the
just
door.
move the torch out of the way for a bit, because it's dynamic lighting.
Yep.
So that's
And
how much
you-
I can see.
Take a shot at the outline that you can kind of see in there, and you do hit it, and it lets out this squawk. And it turns, looks at you, and you can see it's an avian-like creature with a long beak and black feathers. I need everyone to go ahead and roll initiative for me. Where did my tracker go?
I see it. It's instant space. So there, and initiative! 19! I rolled well. Although the lantern's still hooded, so I can't see anything, and it takes an action to unhood it. So I'm pretty much set up for the first round.
Bring up her character sheet too, I guess. Yeah, Fang's Raven's internet went out, so she's trying to
That's a
come
shame.
back.
Yeah, I was wondering why she disappeared.
Yeah, so hopefully she'll be back soon. I feel bad.
Yep.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty, so first up will be Sketch.
Okay, so I will use the action to unhood the lantern,
Okay.
because I'm assuming that since it takes the action to lower the hood, it would require the same to raise.
Yes.
Yep, so I raise the lantern, giving light, and then I will use my movement to get out of the doorway. Where do I want to go? Do I want to get in and... How far away is everything? Okay, I can't dash. I can see a second one. I will just... Yeah, I'll just... duck behind the... Actually, I'll just leave the lantern, like, at the entrance of the door. So just so that stays where it is, and I will duck behind cover here, so that will stay there.
Alright.
And then that will end my turn.
Alright. Raven can see that one. We're not going to do anything fancy. She's just going to firebolt. An 11. I don't think that hits. Nope, an 11 will miss. So she'll shoot a firebolt at it, and it'll kind of go wide and hit one of the boxes. And you think it's going to catch fire, but luckily it kind of pitters out.
Also, where did you say that this was again? This was, like this location?
You are on Candle Lane. One of the warehouses on Candle Lane. There is a large serpent on the door. A large serpent like insignia on the door.
Candle Lane Warehouse.
Balthazar, you are up.
All right. Let me check here.
Hold up. Oh, my bad. I can't read apparently. Sorry.
No worries.
So I'll go ahead and get into melee here. Oh, damn. All right. Okay. Go ahead and get close enough, and I'll go ahead and bring my mace to the creature.
Ooh, 7's
I guess
gonna
that doesn't.
miss, unfortunately.
And I believe that's the end of my turn then.
All right. Sheev, you are up.
Yep. Sheev is going to take one out of Raven's book and shoot a firebolt at the creature.
Okay. A 14 hits. For 8 points of damage. With that, you drop that bird-like creature.
Cool. That's what I like to call some fried chicken.
I'm not sure if Raven would look at you and roll her eyes, but I would think she does. Anything else you would like to do, Sheev?
Into the room a bit so I can maybe see around the corner, make sure there's nothing else.
Okay.
So come to about here. Be blind, not a big deal. Yep, that's it.
Okay. Kelleth, you are up.
All right, I will step forward just after Sheev. End up about there. Still can't really see anything, so I'll just summon that flame back into my hand and wait until I can see something.
I say the flame gives you 10 feet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would not extend your vision, but
Or was it 10 feet of bright and then 10 light of dim?
Yes.
did that change what you're able to see a little bit? Because with 10 feet of bright,
Yeah.
10 feet of dim, okay. So, was that all you're doing? Anything else?
Nope. I will just hold that until I can see something.
Okay. Next up are the Kenkus. This one's going to kind of peek out around the boxes and take a shot at Kelleth. Wait, hold on. No, they do not have dark vision. So no, he will not. He'll be able to see Sketch from Raven from the torchlight though, or the hood lantern. So shoot at Raven for 12, and I think that misses her. Raven, come back! I miss you. Yeah, that misses her completely. So that'll be it for that one. This one will rush forward and attack you with his short sword, Balthasar, with a 15 to hit.
Oh,
Kind of clinks off your armor as it tries to hit you. This one will rush forward and swing at you, Kelleth, for a 15.
That'll hit.
So 4 points of piercing damage as you get hit with the short sword.
And then I release my flame at it, I'm assuming.
Yep. $11 will miss, unfortunately. So that'll bring us to Sketch's turn.
So I will peek around the door, see an opportunity, and I will run through the door, picking up... Can I pick up the lantern as a bonus action?
I'll let you scoop down and be able to grab it, yeah.
Yeah, just because it's there. And I'm fully aware where it is. So I will then, with that, so that would be... Would you count the diagonal as 5, or would you have to count it as 10 because I had to get through the door?
I will say 10 to get through the door. Especially because you're
Got
grabbing
it.
the lantern as you're going.
Yeah, no worries. Just wanted to know. So that's 10, 15... So then I will run this way, and I suppose I will kind of make a kind of swing around Balthazar while drawing my short sword and just stab it into the Kenku right here.
Okay, roll an attack.
Short sword. 23.
Definitely hits.
And an ally is next to the creature as well, so I get
Sneak
sneak
attack.
attack. So 6 and 8. So 14 points of pierce. So 14 points of damage.
Yeah, you just run by and just stab him, and as you're running and slicing at him, it just cuts his gut open and his innards spill out, and he falls to the ground dead.
Nice.
Sneak attack, man. Anything else, Sketch?
So the bonus action was to pick up the lantern, the movement was to move, and then the action to attack, so I am done.
Alrighty.
Although I will just look to Balthazar and just say, glad I can get in on the action.
Loving it. Raven will... Yeah, she's just gonna... Firebolt. 14 will hit, though. For 5 points of fire damage. So you see her shoot the one that's next to you, Keleth. Balthazar, you're up.
Okay, I'll go ahead and seeing how the other one got close to Kaleth, I'll go ahead and try to get close to that one. And once more,
You
let's
could
go
flank
ahead
it
and-
if you wanted to for the +2 bonus.
Okay, so if I'm about here, does that count as flanking, or should I be
One more
on the
up,
back?
just to be on the safe side. You have
Here?
to have a direct opposite
All right,
for the
right.
flanking bonus.
Okay, so that should do it. And
So
that doesn't hit as well.
7 to a 9. Yeah, unfortunately, it's still gonna miss. As you try to swing at him, he ducks under your attack. Anything else?
Nope, that ends my turn right now.
All right, Sheev, you're up.
Sheev's gonna walk up and he's gonna use Shocking Grasp.
Okay. Oh yeah, that hits. Still standing, but he's looking bad.
And I can walk back after that too, right?
Right. No, they don't get an opportunity to attack as a shocking grasp, right? I
It-
don't remember.
no
the
reactions.
numbers. Right. No reactions.
No reactions from Shocking Grasp.
Yep,
Yeah.
So you can back away, free man.
Cool.
All right, Keleth, you're up.
All right. Using the sort of distraction of the shocking grasp and the one missed hit, I'll give a swing with my cord.
17 hits. 7 points of damage. With that, you drop him. Just clonk him on the head, and he drops like a sack of potatoes.
All right, and I'll just move forward a little bit, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. The last Kenku will take a shoot at Balthasar. Wrong sheet. 17 to hit.
Nope.
17 misses. You duck as the arrow goes flying over your head. Probably a good thing because that was 9
Are
damage.
you?
Wow.
All right.
You're a beefy boy.
Little beefy.
Sketch, you're up.
Oh, do you have a shield?
Yep, I got a shield.
Okay. Yep, just wondering because the artwork didn't have one, so that was what was confusing me. And it's my turn now? Okay. I will... These crates here, like how big are they?
They go about 10 feet up.
10 feet up? Like, and they're various sizes and everything, right?
Yeah, they're very sizes. You can climb up there, no problem.
Okay. I would just like to, I suppose, climb up them. Just get here so like I'm just above the Kenku, and I would just say to them, "Hey, catch!" And I just underarm lightly toss the lantern to them in order to distract them, and then afterwards I try to jump over them to get behind them to slash at their back. Not sneak attack, just flavor.
Make an acrobatics check for me.
21.
You have the high ground, so you quick jump over the Kenku, no problem.
Yep.
Slashing at him as you go. Go ahead and roll attack.
And short sword. Natural 20.
Nice.
Boy.
Not sneak
Nice.
attack because he's not distracted and no like advantage or anything, so just regular.
Mm-hmm.
So 9 points of damage.
He's still looking pretty darn bad from that.
He still has the torch. So.
Yeah, I couldn't click on him without moving the
Yeah,
torch
no
first.
worries. I'll just.
So
Actually, what I suppose I could do is. Never mind, I can't layer it. I can't put it underneath him.
that
But
sounds
still,
good.
I climb on top of the crates, toss him the lantern, use that distraction to just jump over him and then slash him in the back.
Alrighty.
And then I take a bit of a like showy, fancy, pose.
Sounds good. Alright, Raven's up. She's gonna try it and true the firebolt. And that will just barely hit. And with that, the last Kenku drops to the ground dead. You guys are effectively out of combat.
Foul creatures.
Taking some time to look around now, tables and chairs have been carelessly tossed across the floor. The corpses of a dozen men lie along the walls, their rapiers and daggers lying nearby. On the north side of the area, stairs rise up to an open level above. What would you guys like to do?
Sheev wants to go check out them rapiers.
I want to check out the Kenkus.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Also,
also
I
would
did
like to
use an
check the
arrow.
Kenkus as well.
You said the weapons are over here?
Yeah, the weapons are kind of just in a pile. They are just basic rapiers.
Alright. He's gonna pick one up.
Okay.
Is there anything wrong with them? Are they good working condition?
Nope, they're in good working condition.
Cool.
There are, like I said, 12 corpses on the ground. Five of them are wearing, or they're all wearing leather armor. 5 of them have a black tattoo of a winged snake on their neck or forearm. And then there's one of the other people that have a black tattoo on the palm of their right hand that looks like a circle with 10 spokes radiating from the circumference of the circle.
Is there anything that I get from the Kenkus?
Looking at the Kenkus.
So some of them had ranged attacks. Were they arrows or crossbows?
They were crossbows. Or no, I'm sorry, they were longbows.
Okay.
Or short
Longbows. Okay,
bows.
so can I
Short
take,
bows. Short bows.
Can I take some arrows from them?
Yeah. Roll D8 for me.
R/1d8, I believe. Nope.
Nope.
It's
Backslash
slash
roll 1d8.
Oh, it's /R.
Or yeah.
1d8.
You find 7 arrows.
Nice. Just because I found myself using this more than I thought I would. And also Balthazar was it Balthazar that was investigating the people, or was it Sheev?
Sheev's investigating the rapiers.
Okay. After I quickly pick up the arrows, I would also just like to look at that one person that had the tattoo on his palm.
Mm-hmm.
Do I recognize the tattoo? Do I recognize the snake tattoo either? Do I recognize the person?
The snake tattoo you do recognize as the symbol of the Zentarum.
Okay, so snake tattoo.
Make an intelligence check for the other symbol.
Sorry, just making a quick note.
No worries.
Zentarum, which I'm assuming I spelled maybe correctly. And intelligence check?
Yep.
Of course, it's always intelligence. 5!
You don't recognize this symbol.
How big is this person?
The person with the tattoo.
Yeah, the palm tattoo.
Normal human size.
Normal human. Would I have clothes that would fit him?
I would say yes, you would.
Okay. Does his armor look any different than standard leather armor? Like any
Nope.
fancy different? Nope, just standard leather armor.
Yep.
Okay then. I would just like to study his face.
Okay.
Can Sheev walk over and see if he knows if he's ever seen that second mark before?
Sure. Go ahead and make Actually, she would not know this symbol.
All right,
This is exclusive to WaterDeep.
Cool.
And Raven would not know as well, based on her history.
Cool.
So what do I know about the Zentarum?
No, you know that they are usually spies and informants, and they're kind of on the shadier side of things usually.
Do I know, like, is there any particular person that they work for, or are they just like in general spies for hire?
You've heard that they do work for an elf by the name of Erstil Floxen, or not? I'm sorry, I get my names mixed up. Davril Starstrong, a half elf.
So they work for. Could you spell that, please?
He should be in one of your handouts that you can see.
Okay. There he is, Davril.
Yep.
Davril Starsong. Shady. Got it. I'm enjoying writing notes for once.
Notes. What are notes?
Well, given this character, it's actually kind of important that I write notes.
Anything else you guys want to do?
So we investigated the other people. Well, actually, I suppose, did the other people have any, like, gold on them, or did the Kenkus have any, like, even just copper coins or anything?
Oddly enough, none of these humanoids have any gold on them.
Okay. That's not too peculiar, given, like, they probably work for someone. So... Have I seen Kenku around the city before?
You've seen Kenku in the city before, yes. They're not super common, but you have seen them.
Okay, but it's not generally like, oh, Kenku tend to, like, fall into this unfortunate category because...
No.
Okay. I suppose after that, like, investigating this area, we could move up. I'll just move up this area. Actually, these crates here, is there anything, like, notable about them? Do they have anything in them, or are they just, like, empty boxes?
You're taking the time to investigate through them? Look through them?
Yeah, not all of them, but just, like, a few here and there that, like, are small enough just to get an idea of what this place might be holding.
Okay.
Any markings, any information?
No markings in particular, like any guilds or anything like that. But a quick look in, it just seems to be basic supplies like wood and things like that.
Okay.
Nothing that stands out as, oh, they're supplying an army or anything like that.
Okay. I'll just want to make sure that everyone is, like, that needs dark vision, that needs vision, like, is within the area of the lantern, just so we can move up.
I'll go ahead and move up.
Sounds good.
So which way do we want to go? Oh, actually, that way's just a wall, so we have to go this way. Because I believe that this place, yeah, that place is just wall. Do we want to go? Do we want to go up, or do we want to continue investigating?
Is there anything else that stands out on this floor?
There is a door here.
Sorry if I'm just moving around too much.
Yeah. I guess move into the room. And you said there was a door right here?
Yep. And it's hanging very loosely on broken hinges.
So we can just go right in, pretty much.
Yep.
Or see right in.
Yep. And looking in,
May we see him?
there is a person cowering in the corner here. It's a very it's a cramped chamber that smells strongly of sour fish and vinegar. And there is a person in here, fitting the description of Floon, sitting in here, kind of cowering.
So
Sheev creeps into the door, sees them, and asks,
oh damn.
Hmm?
Sorry, never mind. I had the wrong side.
Gotcha. And asks if he says, "Are you Floon?"
Says, "No, Floon is my friend. I am Raynar Neverember."
Ah, yes, I've heard about you. You are a noble around here.
Yes, Floon and I were leaving the Skewered Dragon the other night, and I do believe the people were after me, but they took us both, but I was able to kind of escape.
Oh, how did you manage that? Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, make an insight check. Okay. He does seem to be telling you the truth. So
How
says-
did you manage to escape your captives?
I was able to slip free of my bonds while they brought me in here. There were two different groups. They fought each other in the streets, and Floon was taken by some unsavory sorts with weird tattoos on their face. Well, this guy had a tattoo on his face of a circle and some lines coming out of it. But and then the people with the snake tattoos brought me here. I escaped from them and came in. I slipped out of my bonds and came in here, and then I heard some shouting and yelling, and I stayed in here.
I see. Well, do you know what this building is actually used for?
I do not. I believe that this is a Zentarum hideout. I believe they kidnapped me because my father, when he was the Open Lord, embezzled a large sum of gold while in office. The rumor is that it's hidden in the city somewhere, but no one believes it. But apparently these guys do.
I see. Well, I believe this is enough dilly-dallying in the dark. What say you, and what say us all, that we get the hell out of here?
Did you happen to get any idea where the man with the face tattoo took Floon? Any direction in general?
Any description of the man?
Well, we know that he has a face tattoo matching the one on the palm of the man there.
I didn't get most of his features, unfortunately. I was being distracted by the fact that I was being bound and gagged.
That is entirely fair. No one's blaming you for that.
Oh, don't worry. A face tattoo is very easy to find. Can't really hide it. Not well, at least.
Unless he's using magic.
That is true. Did you happen to hear any of their voices?
I did, but they just sound like normal people.
Ah,
Nothing that really
Nothing.
stood out.
I see. So, all we have is a man with a face tattoo took Floon. All right.
While they're talking, can I listen at the bottom of these stairs, see if I hear any activity upstairs?
Sure, make a perception check. You don't hear anything.
Sheev turns to his compatriots and says, he claims that this is a one of their hideouts
Half
Yeah.
of the Zentarum, but
of the Centaurum, correct?
he's sorry, go ahead.
I think the best course of action for us to take is to get out of here and report this to the proper authorities.
As you
I
are
believe that will-
saying this, you hear multiple voices coming from the entrance where you came in. Including one voice that says, "Fan out, get all the bodies together, figure out what's going on in here."
So I'd say it'd be pretty important to
Make ourselves known so that we don't seem like we're hiding.
I was gonna say hide.
I
But
think the opposite would be true.
Who knows who it could be? It could be the proper authorities, like you said.
Do you think that? I don't think that really the proper authorities would be using such calm language like that. I think that would be much more aggressive if they were against us. So, but
This is fair. Do you
You-
think one of us should make ourselves known?
I'll be happy to make myself known.
So you hear the same voice
probably-
shout out, "Anyone still alive? Come out now. The city watch is here and requests your presence."
There we go. I'll be happy to go. So, if y'all need light, then come with me.
Can I
I'll-
make an insight check to see if somebody's trying to deceive us?
I will say sure, go ahead.
Woo!
Doesn't seem like anyone's trying to deceive you.
Oh well. I guess that sounds about right to me. Let's head on out.
Mr. Raynar, feel free to come with me. Is he still tied up?
Can he
no,
walk?
he slipped free from his bonds. He is able to walk.
Okay.
So
Raynar, feel free to come with us. We'll be happy to pass on any information and give you anything that you need to report yourself to the authorities. Shall we go?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Lord,
I
I hope-
scrolled down.
I hope they're the proper authorities. Otherwise,
I scrolled
Yeah,
down and
we're-
all of a sudden there's like, how many people here? What the hell?
I guess we're all going ghost.
one person steps forward and says, "Greetings. I'm Hiesta Staggett. I am the captain of the watch. Who might you be, and lay down your arms, please?"
I will put down the torch and I will also put down the bow and the sword that I have, just like, I'm assuming, well, I would take them out. I'm assuming just on the ground.
Yeah.
I put
On the
down
ground they go.
my rapier and quarterstaff, but I keep my knife that's hidden in my boot.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I also
Likewise.
take like the dagger that I have and just put that down next to it.
Okay.
I haven't used it yet, but still. And I say, well, my name is. I also have my hands like open so that they don't see any tricks. I just say, my name's Sketch. I apologize for any noises that you might have heard. We were asked by Mr. Volothamp Getarm to investigate the disappearance of one of his colleagues, and our investigation led us here.
Roll persuasion check.
Got it.
Can I help
Persuasion.
sketch out by supporting her story?
I'll say sure.
Okay, so roll with advantage.
Yep.
Cool.
Persuasion with advantage. Natural 20.
Very nice.
Hey.
He looks you up and down for a second, goes, oh, very well. Usually we don't like civilians being involved in the Watch's affairs. But it looks like you might have done some good this time. Renee would be with you as well. He'd be like, Mr. Neverember, I'm glad to see you are okay. And he goes, yes, thanks to these Valiant Five. Thanks to these Valiant Five, they have rescued me from my kidnappers. If it would appease you, Mr. Staggett, I would like to offer to pay any of the costs that these five have incurred in city charges. He has to think for a second and says, No. You're safe. That we'll call it a wash for this time. However, he'll snap his fingers, and one of the other people comes over and hands him a paper. Says, "This is the code legal. Get familiar with it. These are the laws of the city, in case you are unfamiliar. Try to leave City Watch affairs to the City Watch, please. Make sure I show this to the players. All right, you should now have the code legal handout for everybody.
Yep.
All players. Save changes. Boom. There you go. Says take some time, read it over, especially if you're new to WaterDeep. I do not recognize any of your faces, but that does not mean anything, as I am a very busy man. Keep in mind that not all City Watch officers are as nice as I am. And keep the blood off the streets.
But of course, sir.
If it may be any help to you, it appears that Mr. Raynar and, by extension, the man that we are looking for, Mr. Floon. Trying to look at his last name, if we have been given one. I believe so. His name is Floon. I believe it was Blagmar. We were asked to look for him, and it appears that the people that were originally after Mr. Raynar here seem to have taken him by accident. And if I may have permission to show you some possible evidence of the people that were that could have taken them, sir.
Of course.
Mr. I will walk over to the person that had the tattoo of the eye on the palm, and probably the closest tattoo of the Zentarum person, and mention bring the tattoos to attention. Just appears that I know of the snake tattoo. It appears that the Zentarum may have had a hand in this.
Yes, unfortunately,
Most likely.
we've been having street wars between the Zents and the members of the Xanathar Guild.
So that's who the tattoo belongs to, the Xanathar Guild.
Yes, we believe that is his symbol.
Has Sheev heard of the Xanathar Guild?
Have I heard of the Xanathar Guild?
Roll intelligence
I
checks.
assume not, because of the...
She would... Oh, yeah, roll history checks for both of you, please.
Oh, history?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Same thing.
Okay.
4. Why do you keep making me roll history checks? I'm trying to figure out info on people, damn it.
Sketch, you've heard of Xanathar, but you don't know specifics. You just know he's a crime boss.
Okay.
Sheev, the rumors are that Xanathar, the crime boss, is a beholder. No one has been able to prove it, but that is why his symbol is the circle with the equidistant spokes.
And us as players know from Xanathar's Guide to Everything that he is indeed a beholder.
Yes, this is true.
I was, as a player, unaware of that fact, and the cover makes a lot more sense now.
The more you know.
Yeah, and also in the Guide to Everything, you actually like see the notes from Xanathar. It has the symbol.
Yes, it does, which is really awesome.
It's out of game knowledge, but still,
Meta.
it's kind of like how we know that Volo writes books because of Volo's Guide to Everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
Meta alert, meta alert.
It's actually canon in the module too that Volo just finished writing Volo's Guide to Monsters. So
Nice.
anyways, anything else you guys wish to ask Justus while you have him?
I think we should ask him about the man, or tell him about the man with the circle tattoo.
Yeah, it appears that the person, the man who is
Mr.
taken
Floon.
Floon, belonged to the Xanathar Guild and had a tattoo and had the brand on his face as opposed to anywhere else on his body. We have not seen this man, but Raynar has, and we are unaware if he is able to hide this tattoo with any form of magic. So
I will keep it in mind. Thank you for this information.
But if we are allowed to leave, we will gladly let you investigate this area on your own, and I suppose we can go to the we can probably go to the Yawning Portal to finish up on some drinks if we want to collect all the info.
Yeah. All right. So
Sounds good.
he allows you guys to make your leave.
As we are out of the earshot of the city watch, like maybe about a block or two away, I'll, assuming nothing else happens, I'll just say to the group, and I'm assuming that Raynar's coming with us.
Yep, Raynar will be walking with you.
Okay. I'll just say to everyone, okay, I know someone who might be able to get us some info on that guy with the face tattoo and the Xanathar Guild in general. Do y'all trust me?
Well, enough at this point. I don't feel like that. You'll stab me in the back now.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'll be happy for. I'm not sure if my contact would like to talk in private or anything, but I'm happy for whatever decision has to be made. If y'all actually want to try to get as much info as you can from Raynar, if you're willing to provide as many details as possible, sir, I'll be happy to talk with my contact.
I'll tell you anything you guys need to know.
Yes, please do. Thank you. So, where is this contact of yours?
Well, that's why I said that we should go to the Yawning Portal. The only way that I know to get a hold of them is to go there.
Well, then we shall talk over a round of drinks. On me.
On you then. Well, that's certainly generous of you.
And by a round of drinks, I mean water. I do not wish to drink that filth again.
Well, the Yawning Portal ain't exactly the Skewer Dragon.
This is true. This is true.
You might be able to get something good there.
Yes, the drinks at the Yawning Portal are much better than the drinks at the Skewer Dragon.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that those drinks were at the skewer dragon and not the Yawning Portal.
Okay, so you guys make your way back to the Yawning Portal. You're pushing about 2 in the morning or midnight at this point. So what are you gonna do, Sketch?
I assume we're actually at the Yawning Portal
Yes,
now, right?
yes. You guys make your way back to the Yawning Portal. It's about midnight when
Yep.
you get to the Yawning Portal.
Yeah. When we get to the Yawning Portal, I would like to ask Bonnie for the Red Hot Special.
Sorry,
Assuming
guys.
it's available.
Drop something.
No worries. She goes, of course, it won't be until tomorrow that I'll be able to get that for you, though.
No worries. I suppose that I can join in on the information gathering now. Do you know what time I might be able to get that?
Oh, about 10 in the morning.
10 in the morning? No worries. Might as well buy a room for myself.
Okay. Rooms at Yawning Portal are 5 silver a night.
No worries. I'll buy one for myself.
Includes breakfast in the morning.
Nice. Very generous. I'll just mark that off. And I suppose I can join in on the talk with Raynar then.
Yep. So what would you guys like to ask Raynar?
Well, I suppose one of the first things that I would like to ask is, so you said that these people that captured Floon and yourself were probably targeting you. Do you have any idea why they might have been?
They probably think I know something about the vault where my dad hid all the money. I don't believe he really did it, but I think it's all false.
Could I do an insight check to see if it's telling the truth?
Yeah.
Yeah, can I keep an insight in general, like the things that he says? I'll probably do one grand one at the end though. Instead of
Yeah, go ahead and roll some insight checks.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah,
I suppose
it
I'll roll
doesn't
one.
seem as though he's lying to you.
Sketch it down.
Yeah, he's just been kidnapped. We freed him. There's no real reason for him to lie at this point. So when you were you captured by the Zentarum or were you captured by the Xanathar Guild?
I was captured by the Zentarum. We both were at first, and then the other people came and tried to take us both. And luckily for me, because you guys are here, the Zentarum were the ones who were able to successfully take me back to their hideout.
And the Xanathar Guild came in afterwards and wiped out the Zentarum that were hiding there?
Correct. And I
And
don't know who those Kenku were associated with.
Yes, you're unaware of that. Thank you. That was actually going to be my next question, so I appreciate that one. I suppose that the people at the table kind of see that now Sketch has kind of gone from a bit more cheery, more slightly bouncy mode to definitely more info gathering. She is definitely paying attention to the words that are said, how they're said, definitely more focused on gathering the information given and trying to look for anything else. What questions could we ask? So, I suppose there's not really much else we might be able to add, unless there's more info that you want to give us. That might be all that we can gather at the moment without knowing more about the Zentarum or the Xanathar Guild.
The only other thing that I know is that it's rumored that the Zentarum hide out in the sewers. Or not Zentarum, the Xanathar. The members of the Xanathar hide out in the sewers. But I can tell you this, that gentleman sitting there alone, and he points over here, that's the leader of the Zentarum.
Zentarum, huh? would you happen to know on if we were to try and investigate him right now, like go up and possibly try and get some info? Do you know if things were to go south, how rough would things end up for us?
You'd probably go to jail.
Just for trying to ask him some questions.
Well,
If he were to go,
if he would have no reason to go after you guys, so I'm assuming you mean if you went after him.
well, I wouldn't want to pick a fight. That would, as you said, result in us going to jail. But just asking him some questions, how would that result in him probably sending Zentarum after us?
I'm not sure. I don't really know him that well.
I suppose we can keep that till later, so we don't need to worry about stuff like that now. Although, thanks for pointing them out. And I suppose, can I, just look over to him and see if he's just, does he look like he's waiting? Does he look like he's doing anything? Or is he just, drinking?
Just make a perception check for me.
Perception. Thankfully, that is actually wisdom. Damn. Still rolled low. 7.
He's not looking in your general direction. He's facing the opposite side of where he's sitting. But it looks like he's just drinking, just kind of enjoying his drink, not trying to stick out, not trying to really blend in, just having a drink.
Mm. Well, I suppose.
Sheev turns to Sketch and says to her, "Well, I believe we should talk to him. He might be a very valuable source of information."
You think so?
I certainly hope so. What harm can be done from it?
Well, if you don't mind trying to pick out some Zentarum thugs, then we could go and ask him some questions.
We can just,
Some friendly conversation.
leave out the fact that we raided his warehouse.
Sounds fair. If maybe you mind if I possibly go and initiate the conversation?
Oh, of course not.
Would I
Please go.
recognize this man? Would I recognize him? Do I know any kind of vague ideas about what his personality is like? Not details or anything, but do I know that he's more focused on the charming? Is he more of a thug? Is he a bit more suave?
He keeps to himself. From what little bits and pieces you've overheard, he is all business.
All business.
Someone will come over. They'll exchange some brief words, and then they'll leave. As far as talking with random people, doesn't really have. He doesn't exactly go around the bar talking to people. He kind of keeps to himself. Keeps to this booth, and that's about it.
Okay. Sketch kind of just takes a bit of a deep breath and then just starts heading over to him.
Okay.
When she goes, while she's on her way over, she takes out the big, sketch pad and some of the finer painting tools, like something that she would bring out for more of a proper, some color stuff, some fine charcoal, instead of just some of the rougher sketches that she tends to do, and goes up to him and says, when I get closer, is this man human or?
He appears to be elven in nature, be it half elf or full elf. You're not too sure.
Okay. When I go over, I'll just say, "Hey, excuse me, sir, if I may be so bold, I was just wondering if you would be willing to let me possibly make you a nice drawing of you for you to take in for me to practice my skills. I apologize if this is a little bit out of the blue, but I'm a bit of a amateur, and I would like to practice my skills on someone fine like yourself.
Make a deception check because you are no amateur.
Deception check.
Yep.
22.
I was like, she walks over and shows the that sketch made of me, and to prove how much of an amateur she is. But I guess it's not needed.
No, it's not. Devil looks at you and says, very well. And now that you are in close proximity and actually seeing how he looks, he is a full-on elf.
Okay, so his name is Devil Starsong.
Devil Starsong.
Devil. So full elf.
Yep.
So I just sit in the booth. Don't want to get don't want to get up close and personal. Yeah, you know what? I'll just sit next to him. Not like right up to him because I still need to get the some good angles and everything. But I sit next to him and start with the rough outline sketch, and I say, "Do you mind if I ask your name real quick?"
My name is Devil Starsong, though I'm sure you know that name already.
Well, that's a very wonderful name, Mr. Dabble. Yeah, I have heard of your name before. I'm thank you kindly for letting me practice my skills on you. And don't worry, this is completely free of charge. I'm not trying to charge you for something sneakily like. I just want to practice my skills on elven features. And she takes on a little bit more of a, so she holds her face a little bit, softer, a little bit, nervous, younger, trying to get the more of the, actual amateur look while doing the drawing and adding some. Once I get the rough outline, I start filling in some of the color. And I say, Mr. Starsong, I believe I just have to ask, what kind of jobs do you do? Because for someone who looks as lovely as yourself, hanging out in the Yawning Portal, a place that normally holds, up and coming adventurers, I didn't believe that a fine elf like yourself would like to hang out here.
I stay here on business. I am the leader of a group, and I'm trying to turn that group around right now. We don't have the best reputation, and I'm trying to improve upon that.
Well, that's certainly very noble of you.
Some members of my group do not think so and have gone separate ways. What about you, Miss Sketch? I see you in here quite frequently. What do you do? What are you good at?
Well, me, I'm just trying to get better at drawing. It's certainly a hobby of mine. I'm trying to get into the portrait business.
Well, I saw you in that fight against that troll earlier this evening.
Oh, well.
Pretty handy with the bow.
Yeah, unfortunately, since I'm only at street level right now, not exactly a professional by any means, I need to try and defend myself from those that believe they can swindle me or believe that they try to take what's mine. I'm not exactly the kind to, force my strength on someone. I'm not exactly that strong myself.
So would you say you're more subtle with things?
I certainly try to be subtle, but, I did come right up to you.
Well, if you're ever looking for work,
as you can see.
If you're ever looking for work, I think I have a job that you might be able to do.
Really? Oh, well, that's certainly kind of you. May I ask what kind of job it might be?
It's trying to find somebody who's been killing people. requires a bit of stealth, I think.
Well, I'll certainly give that some thought. I do appreciate it. Do you want me to make a painter's check?
Yes, go right ahead.
Yep.
And I will
I'm
let you have
assuming.
advantage.
Do you want me to just set the painter supplies to Dex outright?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just set that there and have advantage. And painter supplies. Bada boom. 21.
Very nice. So you make this elegant portrait of him. Very, very lifelike. And he's watching you as you're painting. And he says, "You're no amateur at this sketch. I've seen you in here before. This is a lovely painting, by the way."
Well, I thank you for the information. And I pick up the book, and then as I stand up, I take the page out and hand it to him.
He nods and thanks you for it.
And then I head back to the table, and I show the page underneath the painting, underneath the drawing that I made of him on a second sheet of paper, on a second sheet that shows a similar portrait of him, but some of the features have been altered to look like a snake. So, like, he has slit, the snake slits for eyes. He has a bit of a sneaky long snake tongue. Just a bit of a secret painting underneath the first, as well as a few like words that were underneath the first painting that were hidden, that were in the kind of rough shaded, fade out background that I made, just detailing some of the personality traits that were that I picked up from Davil.
Okay.
These are the pages that I give to Alma. The pages that kind of show, in a sense, true colors. Still the painting of someone and what I see in them.
Okay.
So I show that to everyone and go, well, seems a little bit mean after the info that I got from him, but you never know what kind of person these organization leaders might be. So accurate to the organization, though.
Well, to run an organization like that one, you have to be well versed in guile and being a bit offhanded.
Yes, it takes a certain kind of person to be a leader of such an organization.
Maybe I should have a conversation with him, see if he knows anything about our friend Floon.
I wouldn't personally get asked by two people in such quick succession. Might be rising suspicion, and we don't want to rise suspicion with an organization as big as the Zentarum.
That is fair. That is fair.
Besides, I can ask some questions about them later, tomorrow morning. We don't want too much suspicion on us, especially since if we do go asking questions about Floon after we already discussed it with the authority, they might believe we're trying to continue the work, and that might not be the best.
That is completely fair. I believe your thinking is logical and sound. Well, you said that we had to wait until morning to meet this friend of yours, correct?
Yeah, not sure if she would necessarily want to meet you, but not opposed to introducing.
Yeah, or we could be off to the side while you talk to him.
We meet up here, so it's just a matter of them coming to meet me.
Understood. And it being this late at night, I'd say the only thing open around here are bars. So, I believe I am going to settle down for some shut-eye.
I believe that's a swell idea. I'm happy to go up to my room.
Sheev walks up and gets the nicest room they've got.
It'll be 10
the
gold.
6 silver room.
There'll be 10 gold
Never
for
mind
the room
then.
that you're looking for.
Sheev hands over the 10 gold that he got from Volo earlier.
Okay. Durham hands you a key, and it's a very you've stayed in inns before. This key that you just got is very elaborate. He says, "Do you request company for the evening?"
No. No company is required.
Very well.
I merely wish to get some sleep.
You'll sleep like a baby in that room. Drinks are on the house, by the way, for the next until check out tomorrow,
Thank you very much, sir.
which would be about 4 p.m. is when usually the cutoff time is for that kind of stuff.
Sounds good. Sheev's gonna order another high-end ale and head up to bed.
Hand you one and let you be on your way. Anyone want to do anything else before you turn in for the evening?
Actually, I suppose something that I want to do. I just want to finish up that nice drawing that I had of Raven vanquishing the troll.
Okay. Go ahead and do a painter supplies check with advantage because you've been taking your time for this one.
Okay. It also does feature. It also has Dernan and the other two that were helping out. I believe it was
Jalister and Balthasar.
Johnstone and Balthazar. Definitely not looking helpless or by any means. They're working together to block an attack from the troll while Raven takes the finishing shot with the crossbow.
Okay.
So painting everyone in a good light. Everyone working together.
Mm-hmm.
Painter supplies with advantage.
Yep.
27.
27. Very nice. It is a very beautiful mural type painting that you're doing, and you're very proud of this. Sheev, you're thinking what the hell, man?
Yeah, I got gypped.
Oh, wait, you're not there for the finishing of this, but yeah, you're thinking you got gypped for this for now, Sheev.
When I took out the page, I accidentally gave the second page that shows the true colors. I accidentally gave that one, and it was big, and it was big head. Anyway, after that, I suppose I'll show it to Raven. It's a shame that she's not here to actually see this, but I'll keep it in the book for now until I can actually give it to her.
Okay.
I kind of feel really dumb. I've been trying to talk for the past minute and forgot I had to press the button to speak.
Oh no.
I was saying that Sheev gets up into his room and uses prestidigitation to hang the picture on his wall and just look at it until he falls asleep.
Okay. And the room that you are in is beautiful. There is a mini bar with various bottles of liquor and alcohol on a stand. There's a huge vanity in there with there's suits that you can actually use to wear if you wanted to go out. And the bed is a double king size bed with 4 large pillars on each corner and a huge canopy for the bed. It's just a glorious bedroom. There is a balcony that overlooks the castle ward and onto the castle off the balcony.
Sheev says to himself, "How cheap," because he is used to the highest of luxuries. But he falls asleep staring at the poster nonetheless.
Very
And that's the cheapest of all. It was free.
Sleep takes you for the night. Everyone, you are now level 2.
Nice.
I now have
Excellent.
cunning action.
I have sorcery points. Hell yeah.
Anyway, let's just level up to level 2. I have cunning action. Oh, what else do I get something else good at level 2? I don't think so.
I think level 3 is when you get your subclass.
Yeah, level 3 is when I get the subclass. Yeah, I just get cunning action and more hit points. I am super excited for level 4.
What comes at level 4?
Feet.
Ah, yeah. That's why I took variant human so that I could get the warcaster feat.
Yeah.
Variant human is so good.
Mm-hmm. It is. Yeah. It's pretty insane, honestly.
After that, no extra things from ability scores. Yep, I just get cunning action, which honestly is something that's pretty good.
Yeah. Hide. I'm gonna fire at you.
Do you want us to take the average for our
You guys can roll for
our
hit points if
health
you
or
want to.
roll it? We can do what?
You guys can roll for hit points. If you get below the average, you can take the average.
Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Just for
Hey.
just for going up to level 2, I assume. If we continue rolling, then I assume it won't be
No, that's how I do hit points because I don't want anyone to feel like underwhelming.
that's nice of you.
So you roll for hit points and then you just take the average if it's lower than the average.
Okay, so for
Because if you roll
D8,
crappy enough, you could be level 10 with only 20 hit points. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And that's not fun, and that's one shot
Yeah,
from
and-
bosses, and that's just not cool.
1d8. I got 3, so I take the average.
Yes.
Which is what I got anyway. Okay, so I now have 17 hit points. Oh yeah, got to do it on this.
Yeah, I'll take the average.
Yep. and that's exactly why I do this, like because you're essentially a melee fighter anyways, so if you're only going up by 1 hit point, you have 10 hit points level 2. You know what I mean? It can get real bad real fast.
So how do I up the level on the Roll20 sheet? Do I just open up the character mesa?
Yeah, open up the
Or is
character
there a
mancer
button?
with the level up option.
Launch level plus character mancer?
I believe so. Yes.
Because the other one's level 1 character mancer.
Yeah, you don't want the level 1.
That's how I'm doing it.
Okay. Welcome to character mancer level up. Rogue, average. Yep. Yep, rogue. That's what I want. I assume that puts me up there. So, yep, that's what I got. No multi-classing yet. Features all the same. Ability score increase. Yep, all that. Review. I get rogue level 2 and hit points to 17. So, rogue cunning action is hide, dash, or disengage.
Yep, as a bonus action.
Yep, which is definitely nice.
All right. And I'm done with leveling up.
I'm just
All
gonna
right.
put it into my book. Yeah, I'll just put my note pages into my book because I'm left-handed, so I have to take these pages out in order to write on them.
Ooh,
That's
the
worst.
That is
At least,
rough.
thankfully, the Rook and the Raven books, you can take the pages out very smoothly and put them back. It's just a matter of, when you're trying to write on the page that's on the right, which is always the case when you're writing on a new page, it's just annoying. I'm really liking this character as well, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
But that's where we're gonna end for tonight because that's actually a perfect spot to end.
Yep.
Hopefully we can get Raven back in next week. So. All right. Thank you guys for playing. I hope you guys had fun.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, man.
Good.
Yeah, thank you.
Same time next week, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Sounds perfect.
See you guys then. I'm sure we'll be chatting in the Discord anyways along the way.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So, especially that damn Aussie.
Hey,
But
I like to know details and I like to ask questions.
nothing wrong with it. I thrive on it, so I enjoy it.
Yeah, I need to ask more or speak more next time. I'm not gonna lie. Towards the end there, I was starting to zone out. It's past my bedtime, man. I gotta be up at 4:45 for work. So
Oh, you poor thing. Are
I
you
know
on
that
East
feeling
Coast?
as well.
yes,
Oh man, that's rough.
yeah, but I'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm usually off on Tuesdays. I'm actually not off tomorrow, but so usually staying up late is okay for me. But
I went that entire session without losing a hit point.
Oh, yeah, Lord no. You think I'm gonna get close, except to zap ya? I think not.
Yeah,
Well,
did
once you get
anyone
stalled-
lose hit points?
Yeah. Balthazar did.
No, Keleth.
I did.
Keleth did,
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
and so did Durham and Jalister.
Well, I'm not counting them, but
Make sure Balthazar. Did you do your hit points already, Balthazar?
No, I haven't
Oh,
done
okay.
it.
I was gonna say because you're the only one who hasn't changed yet. So I was gonna say just make
Yeah.
sure when you do it that you change your maximum hit points.
Yeah, I'll probably do it tomorrow since it's a bit late right now.
Yeah, no big deal. So,
I'm at 17.
but all right, yeah, good game, guys. Thanks for playing.
game.
Yeah.
And
Oh, and a bit of meta knowledge here. I took detect magic, so I think if we find who we need to find, we'll be able to figure him out.
Well, that is if he doesn't hide the tattoo, which I can't imagine why. Plus, also, makeup is a thing.
Hey, man, I'm just using detect magic, all right.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Do you mind if I just ask a couple questions with you, player to DM?